I want to talk about something important today. Something that can be hard to hear. I want to talk about the things parents sometimes say to their children. Words are powerful. The words a parent says to a child can build that child up. They can make a child feel strong, loved, and safe, but words can also hurt. They can cut deep and leave scars that last a lifetime. Many parents don't mean to be toxic. They love their children. But they might be repeating things they heard from their own parents. They might be stressed, tired, or scared, but the impact of their words is real. Today, I'm going to talk about 8 toxic things parents sometimes say. We'll talk about why they are harmful, and we'll talk about what to say instead. Number 1. Stop crying or I'll give you something to cry about. This is a classic. A child is upset, they are crying. They are expressing a big emotion, and a parent says this. What does this teach the child? It teaches them that their feelings are wrong. It teaches them that showing emotion is bad. It teaches them that they will be punished for being sad, hurt, or frustrated. It tells them to hide their feelings, to swallow their tears. This can lead to a lifetime of struggling with emotions. As an adult, they might not know how to handle sadness or anger in a healthy way. They might bottle everything up until they explode, or they might think they don't deserve to feel their own feelings. What to say instead? Try to validate the feeling. You can say, I see you're really upset. It's okay to cry. I'm here for you. Or, that must have hurt your feelings. Do you want to tell me about it? This teaches the child that their emotions are valid. It teaches them it's safe to feel. It helps them learn to name their emotions and work through them. You are giving them tools for life. Number 2. Why can't you be more like your brother, sister, friend? Comparison is a poison. When a parent compares a child to someone else, it does 2 terrible things. First, it makes a child feel like they are not good enough just as they are. They feel they have to become like someone else to earn love and approval. Second, it can create resentment and hatred toward the sibling or friend. It breaks down the relationship between them. The child thinks, my parent loves them more because they are better than me. This destroys self-esteem and breeds jealousy. The child learns that their value is based on how they measure up to others, not on their own unique self. What to say instead? Focus on the child's own effort and progress. I saw how hard you worked on that project. I'm proud of your effort. Or, you are so good at drawing. I love seeing what you create. Celebrate their individual strengths. Let them know they are loved for who they are, not for who they are not. Number 3. You're so lazy, stupid, clumsy. Labeling a child is incredibly damaging. When you call a child lazy, they start to believe it. They internalize the label. They think I am lazy. That's just who I am. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Instead of addressing a behavior like not cleaning their room, you attack their character. The same goes for words like stupid, dumb, clumsy, selfish, or dramatic. These words become the child's inner voice. For years, every time they make a mistake, they will hear that voice in their head, you're so stupid, you're so clumsy. What to say instead? Address the behavior, not the person. Instead of you're so lazy for not cleaning your room, say your room needs to be cleaned. Let's work on it together. Instead of that was a stupid thing to do, say that choice didn't work out. What could you do differently next time? This separates the action from their identity. It shows them they can make better choices, that they are not a bad person. Number 4. I sacrificed everything for you. This is a heavy burden to place on a child. It is a form of emotional guilt tripping. The parent is implying that the child is the reason for their unhappiness, their struggles, their lost dreams. The child feels responsible for their parent's life and happiness. This creates immense guilt and anxiety. The child may feel they can never do enough to repay the debt. They might feel they have to be perfect or become what the parent wants just to make the sacrifice worth it. It steals the child's freedom to live their own life. What to say instead? Express your love and choices without guilt. I love being your parent. I choose to spend my time with you because I love you. You can talk about the realities of life. Being a parent is hard work, but you are worth it without making the child feel like a burden. Let your child know they are a gift, not a debt. Number 5. Because I said so. This phrase shuts down communication. It teaches a child that authority is absolute and should not be questioned. It doesn't teach reasoning, critical thinking, or understanding. The child learns to obey blindly or to rebel secretly. They don't learn why a rule is important. Is it for safety, for respect, for health? When they become teenagers and adults, they might struggle to understand the reasons behind rules in society or in relationships. Or they might resent all authority figures. What to say instead? Give a simple age-appropriate reason. We need to hold hands in the parking lot so you stay safe from the cars. It's time for bed because your body needs sleep to grow and have energy for tomorrow. We don't hit because it hurts people's bodies and feelings. This builds understanding and cooperation. It shows respect for the child's intelligence. Number 6, you're too sensitive. This invalidates a child's feelings. It tells them their emotional reaction is wrong and overreaction. If a child is hurt by a joke or sad about a lost toy, saying this makes them feel ashamed of their sensitivity. They learn to doubt their own feelings. They think, maybe I shouldn't feel this way. My feelings are a problem. This can make them a target for others as they learn to ignore their own discomfort. It can also make it hard for them to set boundaries as adults because they've been taught their feelings are too much. What to say instead? Acknowledge their sensitivity as a strength, not a weakness. I see that hurt your feelings. Thank you for telling me. You have a big heart that feels things deeply. That's a beautiful thing, and we just need to learn how to protect it. Help them navigate their big emotions, don't dismiss them. Number 7, wait until your father or mother gets home. This does 2 bad things. First, it makes the other parent the bad cop, damaging that child's relationship with them. Second, it shows the child that the present parent is not in control or doesn't want to deal with the situation. It uses fear of a future punishment instead of dealing with the present behavior. It creates anxiety and dread in the child, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Discipline loses its connection to the actual misbehavior. What to say instead? Handle the situation calmly and immediately yourself, if possible. The rule is no hitting. Because you hit your sister, you need to take a break in your room for 5 minutes to calm down. Immediate, consistent, and proportional consequences are more effective and less frightening. It teaches cause and effect, not just fear of an angry parent. Number 8, I'm disappointed in you. This can be more crushing than anger. Anger passes. Disappointment sinks in. It communicates a withdrawal of approval and pride. The child feels they have failed not just in an action, but in being the person the parent wanted them to be. It ties their worth to their performance. The fear of disappointing a parent can lead to crippling perfectionism and anxiety. The child works hard not for their own satisfaction, but to avoid seeing that look of disappointment. What to say instead? Express disappointment in the choice, not in the child. I was disappointed to see you lied to me. I expect honesty in our family. That was a disappointing choice you made. I know you can do better. Then separate the action from your love. I love you no matter what, and that's why we need to talk about this. This makes it clear the behavior is the problem, not their core being. Being a parent is the hardest job in the world. No parent is perfect. Every parent will say the wrong thing sometimes. The goal is not perfection. The goal is awareness. The goal is to try to do better than the generation before, to break the cycle of hurtful words. If you recognize yourself in any of these phrases, don't be too hard on yourself. Just try to catch yourself next time. Apologize to your child when you mess up. Say, I'm sorry I said that. It was wrong. I should have said. This teaches them about accountability and repair. It shows them it's okay to make mistakes and try again. Your words are building your child's inner world. Choose them with love. Choose them to build a foundation of strength, kindness, and self-worth. That is the greatest gift you can give.